Yeah, a lot of emergency rooms like the one behind me seeing a lot of flu patients these days. Chances are you know someone that's had the flu that can be handled with over-the-counter stuff at home. But some students are now getting things that parents think are just a common cold. Well, we spoke to an emergency room doctor who has tips on how to tell the difference.
For many kids, going to school is like learning in a petri dish, germs spreading like wildfire.
She just got over being sick, and he was sick the week before.
Some schools are warning parents of possible exposure to pneumonia, with students attending classes easily mistaking their lung infection for a common cold.
I think it's tough because, you know, you have a runny nose. If I didn't send my kids to school every day, they had a runny nose, then they would never get to go to school, right?
Cough and cold, you'll end up with congestion, cough, sometimes with sputum, sometimes yellow, sometimes green. You may have a low-grade fever. Pneumonia could be the exact same symptoms.
Mount Sinai emergency room doctor Peter Shearer says the main indicator for pneumonia would be amplified cold symptoms, including a more severe cough and a higher fever of 102 or more, lasting for at least 48 hours. An untreated flu could also lead to pneumonia, which is why medical experts are urging people to get the flu shot as we head into peak flu season.
In those patients that have a virulent strain of the flu that's not covered by the vaccine, it will also help reduce the symptoms of that flu.
Vaccinations, a healthy diet, exercise, and hand washing are the best preventative measures.
I worry about it, and I just make sure she washes her hands all the time.
When you find yourself or your child suffering from the symptoms, when do you finally head to the doctor?
If you've been having the symptoms going on for 2 or 3 days and you're still running high fevers, 102.5, 103, 104, that would be a time to certainly call your pediatrician, get their advice.
And Dr. Shearer says that if you do have some of the symptoms, try not to rush to an emergency room where there likely could be someone who does have the flu. He also says try not to rush to take antibiotics when you don't need it, because you could end up building up a resistance to the antibiotic, making it ineffective when you really need it. We're live on the west side. Hazel, Sanchez, CBS 2 News.
Okay.